here we go, and you're going to see, I'll just show you, and I added the word receipts there, just so that I knew that's what that was. Spent ages playing around with this layout, so I wanted to skip a load of it. None of this is glued down, and actually you'll see in a minute I'm going to completely change what I've done here. I do that a lot. I play around with layouts, and then when it gets to the actual gluing down stage, I pretty much completely change my mind. I probably shouldn't play around with things and should just get straight to gluing, and then I would probably save a lot of time. So that reindeer there, again, is part of the Kelly Perky kit. I've got it as a stamp as well. And again, this was a digital stamp that I, again, cut on Powell from my, using my Cameo. I quite like doing that. It feels a little bit more unique. I love this yellow. It's kind of unusual for Christmas, and I think it looks beautiful with this kind of tealy colour too. So I really wanted to use that, and then ended up keeping this pretty simple. I like all the white space around it now. Adding a sticker here, you're going to see I'm going to cut a little bit of this because you can hardly see, and then show you the end there saying just a little pink sticker there. I keep toying with adding something to that page, but I really love that, so I don't. Here we go, there's a load more memorabilia. We went down to St Pete's, went to Whimsidoodle, the most amazing scrapbooking shop I've ever been to and probably ever will go to in my entire life, unless I manage to go back to the States and do some more scrapbook shopping elsewhere. With this, I just basically wanted to take a whole 6x8 page and just put all my memorabilia in there. Another way to add memorabilia to your handbook, whether it's December daily or not. And I just basically here I'm trimming down so that it is 6 inches wide and 8 inches tall. You're going to see me playing around with that here to fit everything in, and then I literally just slide it all in the pocket. Really nice and easy way. I forget here that it's taller than 8 inches and I'm about to go and recut it. Cut the top of it off, managed to literally fit it all in and not cut any of it off. And there we go. Pull it back out. There we go. Trim the top off. Apologies, I probably should have cut this little section there. I thought I'd got rid of all the faffing around. I do like to faff. And I'm literally going to just staple that business card to the receipt and pop it in there, because that was all on the same day. I do have another business card, as you can see there. Not quite sure what I'm going to do with that yet. I might add that to my Project Life. I did put a lot of stuff that we did in Project Life as well. I kind of wanted to capture sort of one main event for each day to put in my December Daily, and the rest then went in Project Life. And I also tried to keep December Daily very Christmassy. It wasn't so much always, as you can see. We've got the bloomin' onion from Outback Steakhouse. I keep toying with adding it to that 4x6 card, but I really like it as it is. I've already embellished that quite heavily, so I didn't kind of want to cover any of it up. So as you can see here, I toy with where I'm going to put it, and I actually really like it where it is, so I end up sticking it right down there. I love this kind of little extra day that's added in here. There's some hidden journaling behind that car flap envelope thing there, but you can see I really don't like this page. I almost kind of think I should have left it as is, but I started playing around with it, so I had to finish really. Added some stickers and a few more bits to it. I definitely need to add something up there. Get some Ellie Studio tags again, just to liven it up a bit. It just doesn't. It's just not working for me at the minute. Love that magic. Die cut again from the Studio Calico Wonderland collection. Some of this I'm not entirely sure where all of it's from, but some of it I am. That Christmas tree circle there was a printable part of the Studio Calico December Daily class that I took. I quite like taking classes at Studio Calico to get all the digital downloads and things like that, which really add to it. So you can just see me sticking that all down there. I'm just playing around with placement. I really like that joy flare over that speech bubble. The stamp didn't come out very clearly, so I think it's quite nice to cover that up slightly. Playing around with these circles, and I quite like that how it is. So, oh, did I decide to move that joy? Just going to stick that all down, as you can see here. This is why it's good that I don't always stick everything down kind of 100% so I can slide things at the back. I obviously didn't go and put that joy flare. I'm wondering now whether I did. I'm doing the voiceover about a week after I filmed this, so apologies for that. Maybe I'll go back and add that, because I quite liked how that looked. But you can see here I'm just going to take out this again, because I discover I have another receipt, and what a perfect place to put it, but on the back here. So I decided I wanted to use some more of these scraps, and I wanted to try and make this scrap a little bit more interesting, so I'm going to use here my knockout punch that I got on sale at our version of TJ Maxx, which is TK Maxx, and it was actually at their homeware store, which is called Home Sense, but it's all the same company, and we get some cool American crafts reduced goods there. So you can't really see that very well, apologies, but you can see here that's exactly the punch there. I love that. And I'm just going to add here with, again, this is the Wonderland, the sticker sheet, Studio Calico Wonderland. I love Auntie Annie's. I call it Auntie Annie's, but it appears to be spelled Auntie Anne's. But we call it Auntie Annie's. I don't know which is right. But my sister and I have a bit of an obsession with, completely obsessed, sorry, with Auntie Annie's. It's kind of our thing, me and my sister. We're incredibly grateful that we now have Auntie Annie's here at the UK as well, because it was very much a thing for us in Florida, so it's nice to have it here too. In fact, my sister sent me a photo, or an iMessage photo, of when she went just this past 2 days ago, I believe, of a photo of an Auntie Annie's lemonade with a pretzel going, "Oh no, I didn't. Oh yes, I did." So it is definitely kind of our thing. So just adding some stickers here as well, popping all of that in, which is nice. So I really like how that looks. I just have this one journal card which just looks a bit like something's missing in the corner there. This came, I believe it was a cut apart sheet. I want to say it was Echo Park. I could be wrong. That's what I want to say, I'm not sure though. Again, it was part of Chamel's kit, and I added that joy there. I quite liked adding in a little bit of the traditional kind of Christmas stuff in with the not so traditional. I quite like that. I think it looked nice. And here you'll see, I just love that vellum. I can't for the life of me remember which one it is. I know Dear Lizzie did one, and crepe paper, and lots of others. So here I'm just toying with whether I want to cover up that right hand side. I actually really like it as it is, but I definitely want to cover up that here, this journal card, that doodling I did. I just really don't like the colours. They just don't work. Again, got some Ellie Studio tags. They are wonderful things, being able to do that. So just covering up, getting a couple to overlap to do something here. So you'll see I'm just going to get my scissors and just cut them manually and just hope it's vaguely straight and stick those down. I'm actually going to stick these down with double-sided tape this time, you're going to see, mixing it up a little bit, mostly because I am a bit worried that I'm going to run out of my glue. So that's why I'm going to use the double-sided tape instead of my glue dot runner there. As I said, I already run out of the American Crafts, which is my favourite, and it's really difficult to get. I can't just run to a shop and get some more. It's really difficult to get scrapbooking supplies here at the UK. I order almost exclusively online, apart from if I do travel to one, so which I don't plan to do. So that's where that is going. And I'm using double-sided tape instead. You're going to see here now I've taped that down. I'm really not happy with that line there. I toy with whether I'm going to use another piece of flare, and I decide not to. So I'm just looking through my stickers, and I really like this Merry sticker, and I'm going to use that. However, then it does leave me with a little bit of white space at the end there, which again I don't really like. And I did want to use something else, and I toyed with flare. Oh, I love those Freckle Fawn again. So I'm going to get another cabochon or flower, again from Freckle Fawn, and just stick that down with my glue dots. Love those things, love being able to use those to do that. You can see me just sticking that down nicely there. I do toy with whether it makes sense to glue those 3D things down on top of the page protector or not. I do kind of toy with that with myself a fair amount and always decide not to. You can see here I do decide in the end to actually put something on this beautiful paper just to make it again a little bit more interesting, but I did stick to almost exclusively the sleigh ride line to do that here. And I'm just showing you how I did stick down a receipt there using my tiny attacher and hid the staple behind a sticker, sorry, a photograph, because it did the camera quit filming, so I just wanted to show you that very quickly. And you can see here we went to the Orlando Museum of Art, and I wanted to include some information that we got there, some of our memorabilia. Another great way to add in some memorabilia, and I'm just going to cut down here. You're going to see, much like I did earlier, but you're going to see here I'm going to realise that actually it's too wide, and to cut it down to 6 inches wide, I would cut off half the bump, and I don't want to do that. So I'm actually going to score down the middle there and fold it, which works really, really nicely. Another reason I love that trimmer is that it has a score as well as a actual proper knife. So that works really, really well. And in it goes. Such an awesome way to just add in the memorabilia. And I know I haven't like prettied it up or anything, but I think there's enough of that on the other pages. So here you go. I'm just taking this page out because I want to add something to that little space there, and I just pop this sticker in, which I think looks really nice. Just to jazz it up a little bit, it's nice to add some stuff into where you've got a bit of dead space. Again, from Crepe Paper Sleigh Ride, love this little date tab, and it works perfectly above the date there. So I'm just going to stick that back in. And I'm really happy with how that looks now. And then we're just going to turn over, and I've got that Pee-wee's card. We went there on Boxing Day not Boxing Day, sorry, Christmas Eve. Get my days right. Christmas Eve for lunch when we went out shopping, did some last minute shopping, and I'm just toying around with where to put that. And as you can see, it just doesn't work anywhere. So in the end, I actually decide to put it at the back there. But I do decide I want to add something to this journaling card next to the Dear Santa. And I just go for that Believe tab there, again from Ellie Studio, I believe, I do believe, and just pop that on, and I'm just going to attach it with my tiny attacher. You're going to see in a minute I realise I should have attached the Pee-wee's business card at the same time using the same staple, and I get a little bit annoyed with myself, and I'm going, no. There we go, there's me realising. So in the end I decide to literally just slip the business card in between the two journaling cards and just roll with it. I may go back and notice it one day, I may not. So you can see here I've got out the I Believe, I've got the positive and the negative, and I've backed them, they're die cuts, backed them on white cardstock, and again I really hate that white bit showing through, so I'm just going to go around and cut it all off, which works really nicely. And I know I'm doing it manually and it's probably not going to be perfect, but it still looks a hell of a lot better to me than it did before, and I reckon you'll probably agree. And I'm going to take out here, we've got two pictures taken with my brand new Polaroid I got on Christmas Day from my husband. He knows me very well. Yes, I did tell him what I wanted. And that's one of my sister mucking about with the present that we got her, and then the next one is a picture of me holding all of my presents, and I just wanted to add something. Again, these were stuck down dead quick on these journaling cards, so I just want to add some of these stickers to make it a little bit more pretty. And this lovely big print, this is a photo that I've stuck down of my dad with the coal ready for the barbecue, and you can see here, I'm just going to show you up close, and then I have got some other days. I've got some the one last bit of memorabilia which I end up adding to the side of the book, and I'm going to show you here some other days that I end up pulling out and not bothering with doing the rest of December. And thank you very much for listening. I hope you enjoyed my talk and showing you through my December daily album, and I hope it inspires you to use your supplies. Thank you.